Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Skattebo. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's to Cam Skattebo out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Gain of 14. And the Giants 1st down.
Dart going to give to Skattebo. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Going right back to Ferguson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the differences.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup.
This defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys at 7-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and 2. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the Giants' 47-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. An inside run with Scatterby. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 9. To throw is Dart. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st down, here's Scatterby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Working out of the gun is Dart. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Giants.
Looking to throw, Dart. Quick slant caught by Kirk. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing his Dart. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Cowboys 7. Graham Gano to kick
Gano
off
now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 6. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. 23 yards the pickup there.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Aubrey good with the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll drop the throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart.
He sets to fire deep.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. To the air, Dart.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And got his man, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gano's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 43. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. Another one. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterboo. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 5. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing his dart. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, we got to push it up. We got to push it up. We got to push it up.
Back to throw here. Pickens on the slant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes on that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
He was brought down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Cowboys 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw. But he's got his target, Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Give up the middle, Scalaboo. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw, Dart. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Dart. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Here's Dart. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Dart. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To the air once more is Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Williams. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Kyren Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And running with power here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterboo.
Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
And this will be a Giants first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Again, it's Scatterboo.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
98 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
To throw now, Dart.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them.
There he goes, left side. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's second down. They'll give it to Harris on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now 1st and goal.
1st down.
McCaffrey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now,
To 2nd and goal.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with one game remaining.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.